Morning everybody, here we are on the final day of Ride ADV's T7 rally, just parking up out the front of the River Inn. I want to get a shot of all the bikes, so we'll park up, go get brekkie, and then we're on the road back to Jindabyne.
Once all riders were lined up, we got a few photos taken before having the morning briefing and getting our GPSs back from the crew. Unfortunately, there was a few road closures between Dargo and Omeo, so this meant a changed route. We would head north along Dargo High Plains Road before turning onto Great Alpine Road and onto Omeo. Most of the remaining journey to Jindabyne would be a reverse of the morning on day one, crossing the border into New South Wales along Barry Way. We all lined up and set off out of Dargo as a group.
Out of Dargo right here, straight up High Plains Road. Here we go. Get some cattle, getting herded along. This was one of the reasons why we're all together in a group. So it was easier for the drovers, I think you call them, just so they don't have to deal with dribs and drabs of bikes, just everyone in one go. Happy doggo. But those guys are down there. That's, I think the sign said Denny's Lookout. I didn't see it till I was already past it, so I just pulled up here. But man, the view is unreal. It's windy, so it's pretty damn cold. This is sick.
Although the road closures had forced us onto the blacktop to get to Omeo, I didn't really mind. With nothing but clear skies, the ride up and over Mount Hotham was great.
Thought I'd turn in here for a quick look. I remember this spot is when I came down here with the 4-wheel drive and a caravan. This hill was overheating the car towing up it, so I remember I stopped here for a rest, for the car for a rest. Not a bad view. I think that might be Omeo down there, so not far off.
Once in Omeo, we all grabbed some food and filled up the bikes with some fuel before we set off on the final leg of the rally and onto the finish point of Jindabyne.
Quick update of where we're at. Just came through Omeo, and that was Harrick Boundary Lane, just outside of Omeo in Canberra. Awesome little track, that one. Very picturesque. But now it's all from here back. Jindabyne is we did first day, so this is Limestone Road. This will meet up with Barry Way somewhere further down the track, and back off course to Jindabyne. That's the day done. Still got 163k to go, so not there yet, but have seen it all already, just in reverse. We are back on Barry Way. It's just as good as the first day. Unreal. Not too far from the end of Barry Way now. Jeff's just jumped in front, showing me how it's done. I know he's not going flat out because he hasn't disappeared into the distance yet. Just hanging it sideways in every corner. it? Freak. Barry Way has definitely been more enjoyable this way, I think, unless it's just because it's drier than it was the first day, but it's all downhill here. It wasn't as fun as this. Well, we're nearing the end of the T7 rally. Nearly done. Jeff's been nice enough to offer me a lift on the trailer up to towards Sydney, and I'll head off from there tomorrow and start making the journey home. Lucky I pulled over. This thing was just bouncing around like crazy. I don't know if it's broke or it's just come out. There we go. All those bumps rattled it out.
From this point on, it was blacktop the rest of the way to Jindabyne. It started to sink in that unfortunately the fun of the T7 rally was almost at its end. A little further along and we pulled into the car park where it all began 4 days earlier, saying our thank yous and goodbyes to the Ride ADV crew and other riders before everyone went their separate ways. I loaded my bike on Jeff's trailer and headed towards Sydney, where he kindly let me stay overnight at his place before setting off on my journey back to the Gold Coast the next morning. I had planned on making an adventure of the way home, but decided I'd rather get home quickly and have a few days rest before heading back to work. I completely forgot it was the start of the Easter long weekend, so the already long day of riding to the Gold Coast from Sydney was made even longer with some traffic along the way. But I made it home in one piece eventually. If you've made it this far watching this video, I'm assuming you've watched the entire series up until this point. I do really hope you've enjoyed the episodes, and thank you all for watching as always. I just want to say a special thank you to Dan and Jeff, who you guys have seen pop up in these videos a few times. Dan and I had a similar pace, so we did most of the riding together, so thanks for looking out for me, mate. And to Jeff for not only the lift back to Sydney, but for also being a great bloke to share the accommodation with throughout the trip. And lastly, a huge thanks to Greg and the entire Ride ADV crew for organising the T7 rally. I had an absolute blast and will be looking to get myself on the next one for sure. Remember to show that like button and the subscribe button some love on your way out, guys. Thanks again, and I'll see you all in the next video.